You know the superstars, the storylines, the electrifying matches. But do you know who really makes it all happen every single week? The forgotten architects of WWE's greatest moments. Today we pull back the curtain on the crews, the producers, and the creative minds that turn ideas into emotion. And yes, we will revisit the rise and fall of the mega powers and show you exactly who steered that drama from formation to breakup to the title change at Wrestlemania 5. Who actually runs the show today? WWE's creative direction is overseen by the Chief Content Officer Paul Triple H Levesque. That role covers creative writing, talent relations, live events, talent development, and creative services. In other words, the office that shapes stories, approves character direction, and aligns it with business goals. This was formally announced in September 2022. Live television production is its own beast. For decades, Kevin Dunn was the longtime executive producer who helped define the look and feel of WWE TV. He departed the company at the end of 2023, a major change at the top of the production operation. So if you were wondering whether there's a person or a group that controls the people behind the scenes, the answer is yes. Creative rolls up to the Chief Content Officer. Live TV production rolls up to the executive producer level and department heads. Day-to-day, producers, also called agents, translate creative into what you see in the ring and on screen. WWE publicly lists many of these producers on its personnel pages, and that group evolves as staffing changes. The unsung heroes you never see. Let's spotlight the crews who rarely get named, but absolutely shape what you feel as a viewer. Camera teams. WWE's own site has thanked its camera operators for the way they find the emotion at ringside and in the ring. These are the folks who have to capture a heel's micro-expression and a babyface's hope in about half a second. Miss the angle, and you miss the story. Catering and travel logistics. There's a full-time road life behind every episode. WWE has publicly highlighted its catering leads, travel staff, and IT teams who keep hundreds of people fed, moving, and connected while hopping city to city. No calories, no buses, no show. IT and broadcast tech. The trucks, replay systems, wireless comms, and graphics pipelines make the television product possible. Again, WWE has profiled its IT staff as part of its Backstage hero features. They make sure your stream and your replay do not glitch when the finish hits. Referees. They're not just rule keepers. They're traffic cops and timekeepers for the story. Think of the twin referee angle in 1988 that changed the WWF title picture. Even WWE's article on Dave Hebner's legacy calls out that famous switch that set off a chain of events leading to WrestleMania 4. Ring and arena crews. From building the ring and ramp to running pyro cues and light looks, the day begins long before doors open. WWE has run photo features and time-lapse looks at these teams over the years, and the work is intense, precise, and fast. Producers and agents. Names change over time, but veterans like Michael P.S. Hayes are publicly known as key producers who help lay out big match stories. WWE's own features and Hall of Fame content have described Hayes as a WWE producer, which gives you a sense of how on-air legends become backstage architects. Triple H in the late 80s. Quick clarity so your video stays bulletproof. Triple H was not part of WWF Creative in 1987 through 1989. He did not even arrive in WWF until 1995 as Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Today he is the Chief Content Officer, but he was not a creative voice during the mega power story we are about to cover. The rise and fall of the mega powers. Formation. The story begins with tension between Randy Savage and heels like the honky-tonk man Hulk Hogan made a timely save, and the handshake that followed created the mega powers pairing of Hogan and Savage with Miss Elizabeth at the center. WWE's own retrospective pins the genesis of their bond in late 1987 television, turning two icons into an alliance fans could not resist. Peak and first triumph. At the first SummerSlam in 1988 inside Madison Square Garden, the Mega Powers faced the Mega Bucks. The finish is legendary. Miss Elizabeth climbed to the apron, removed her skirt to create a distraction, and the Mega Powers seized the moment for the win. WWE's event page documents that exact ending. Fracture. Jealousy and insecurity bubbled as Savage interpreted Hogan's chivalry toward Elizabeth as a threat. It all exploded on network television in early 1989 when Savage attacked Hogan after Elizabeth was bumped and taken backstage. WWE's own timeline calls this the night the Mega Powers broke apart. Resolution and title change. The personal feud climaxed at Wrestlemania 5 on April 2, 1989. Hogan defeated Savage for the WWF Championship in Atlantic City. The official results page on WWE.com records the outcome. Why this matters to our topic. Every beat was guided by creative leadership at the time, with Vince McMahon holding the final call, and by veteran producers who translated long-term motivations into weekly television. Referees, camera ops, and the truck delivered the feelings you remember. The cut to Elizabeth on the apron. The tight shot of Savage's suspicion. The replay that sells the elbow drop and the leg drop. Without those unsung units, the arc does not land. Footnote for context. The earlier title controversy on NBC's The Main Event, with the Hebner Twins and the Andre win, set the chessboard for the Mania 4 tournament and kept stakes sky high for the Mega Powers year. WWE's memorial on Dave Hebner recaps that twist. Modern-day parallels. Fast forward to today, and you can see similar orchestration in major programs. Creative sets the long arc producers collaborate with talent to hit story beats that fit characters. Camera teams and directors hunt for emotion. The production office coordinates pyro, lighting looks, and musical cues that turn a near fall into a heart attack. The org chart is different now that Triple H is Chief Content Officer, and production leadership changed after Kevin Dunn's exit in 2023, but the machinery that turns story into feeling is still the same idea. Many hands. One narrative. Why some wrestlers feel underpushed. Viewers ask why certain talents feel stuck. There are many non-glamorous reasons that have nothing to do with in-ring ability. Timing on the calendar. Injuries elsewhere on the card. Sponsor needs for a city or a premium event. Openings created by exits. Television pacing. Audience research. And yes, whether creative believes a story fits the larger arc. That does not mean a wrestler is buried forever. It often means production reality and business timing are not aligned for that specific push right now. The crew and producers may love someone and still have to hold on a story until the moment will hit the hardest. In previous video, we talked about LA Knight, Sami Zayn, Montez Ford, Carmelo Hayes, and R-Truth. The lesson from the Mega Powers era is patience and placement. When the pieces align, the machine can amplify a character quickly, but it requires many departments moving in sync. Creative approval, producer bandwidth, truck priority, camera priorities, travel and media plans. All of that has to lock. So yes, superstars carry the matches, but the road warriors you never see carry the show. Creative shapes the arc producer's script structure with talent. Crew builds the world. Camera teams and the truck pull the emotion out of your TV. If you felt something, an unsung hero probably put it there. Call to action. If this pulled back the curtain and gave you new respect for the road, hit like, drop a comment with your favorite behind-the-scenes role, and tell me which classic storyline to dissect next. And please help me reach 1,000 subscribers to my channel by end of September. See you on the next video.